Hey guys, Jared from Meridian Australia here.
And this is Brett from Meridian Australia. And we wanted to create a little bit of a video for the event that we just hosted. Now, some people weren't able to attend, and that's just fine. For those people, we wanted to make a little bit of a summary of the content that you missed. For those of you who were able to attend, we find it valuable just to have a little bit of a refresher on what kind of content was covered, just so that everything is fresh.
Absolutely. We touched on 6 key fundamentals that are responsible for driving property prices to increase in value. They include employment and economic cycles, population growth, infrastructure, rental yields, supply and demand, and ensuring that equation's in the right balance, and affordability. So we've dug through those heavily, and we want to share that information with everyone moving forward. So what we've also done is devise a panel of experts, Australia's leading economic advisors all across Australia. They meet with Meridian Australia quarterly, and we put together information to share with our investors. This is a very powerful tool.
Yeah, I don't believe that anybody else has gone to this level to make sure you're getting third-party neutral information to make sure that we're investing the most logically way possible. So in our presentation, we also went through a typical cash flow, what it looks like to hold on to a property investment here in Australia. We believe that a well-chosen property should at least pay for itself, if not be positive cash flow. We went through exactly what that should look like dollar for dollar. Just to draw up some comparisons, there's very different yields in every capital city. What we covered in the presentation, Sydney today is getting approximately 3.8% yield. What that means is, if somebody owns a property worth $600,000, they'd be getting approximately $438 per week rent. In Melbourne, the rental yield's approximately 3.9%. What that means is somebody would be getting for $600,000 property about $450 a week rent. Compare that to Brisbane, the third biggest capital city in Australia. They're getting approximate yields of 5.1% yield. What that means is for a $600,000 property, you'd be getting approximately $588 per week rent. This is a massive difference in the cash flow equation of holding a residential property today. It can make a big difference in the amount of portfolio an individual investor is able to hold. Now, in our presentation, we did get drilled down into specific suburbs, not just cities, but specific suburbs that we recognize have the key fundamentals to drive markets to perform, or some markets to not perform. Why we wanted to do this is it needs to be a big holistic view. The current ABS statistics show that right now in Australia, 2/3 of people, 66% of people coming to retirement age are required to use the pension. The pension is not a great quality of life. Isn't that right, Jared?
Absolutely. Look, when it comes to creating wealth through property investment, we want to beat the curve. We don't want to be two of those three that are relying on the pension. It's not a way to live. So we need to take our futures into our own hands as investors, and the best way to do that is always sticking to analysis and research and a clear model that helps us understand where we should be investing, and more importantly, why. So at Meridian, we have a clear objective when we look at markets, and we stick to a formula that has worked for many years, and we won't waver from those fundamentals. So we have a clear understanding which markets will increase in value based on statistics in 2018, and we also understand which markets across Australia lack certain fundamentals. So what we'd like to do for everyone that came last night and for the people that missed out, it's not to worry. Over the next 7 days, we're looking to catch up with everyone who would like to sit down and go through that analysis and have a clear understanding where they should look to invest next and why. There won't be any charge for that consultation as long as you make sure you secure a spot in the next 7 days. And we're also going to provide some additional value, which includes exclusive investment options that we've selected all across Australia that you won't find on realestate.com or Domain. So make sure you follow the link and get in touch with a consultant within those 7 days.
Speak to you guys soon.